It's week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks, sure-handed wide receiver. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the Seahawks and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons, team.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this to Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. The Seahawks at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to power through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Give to Walker on the read option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time. It'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll throw again. Young. Again, that's Hurst. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Young now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now 2nd and 3. To the air once more, Young. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Young to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst from 17 yards out. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A solid stiff arm. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week.
Oh, Young loses it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And Walker has it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Young, short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down. It's Young off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
That's
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Throwing, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, didn't go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Hubbard. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Walker. He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of it. Record this season, you're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They work now on 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now here's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. They find some open field here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Final play of the half, Young. And that's caught inside the 35. 32 shy of the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here is Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Straight ahead, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily able to turn to the side.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Panthers will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Young's throw there incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example out on that play. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
DJ Johnson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down is Young.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, Young. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D.J. Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Young to throw it.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Young to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun here.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And there he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Young from the shotgun.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It'll be Young again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young now.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete.
And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know? You said it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Third down and 13.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing, Young.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On second down, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now it appears that the referee's been paused, and we'll get a review. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Again, it's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.